persons have been elected to the offices of President and Vice President exclusively by one section of the country, upon a principle hostile to the institutions and domestic policies of the others.
There is only one evil greater than that of disunion, and that is the loss of honor and constitutional rights.
February 28, 1861.
North Carolina referendum on secession.
Secession defeated.
April 12, 1861.
Confederate troops fire.
On Fort Sumter.
April 15, 1861.
Lincoln calls for 75,000 volunteers
to suppress the insurrection. I can be no party to this war upon the liberties of a free people. You can get no troops from North Carolina.
I think the South is committing suicide, but my lot is cast with the South, and being unable to manage the ship, I intend to face the breakers manfully and go down with my companions.
I was canvassing for the Union with all my strength. I had my arm extended upward and pleading for peace and the union of our fathers, when the news was announced of the firing on Sumter on the President's call for 75,000 volunteers. When my hand came down, it fell slowly and sadly by the side of a secessionist. If war must come, I prefer to be with my own people. If we had to shed blood, I prefer to shed northern rather than southern. If we had to slay, I'd rather slay strangers than my own kindred and neighbors.
By unanimous vote,
We, the people of the state of North Carolina,
in convention assembled,
Do declare and ordain
That the Union now subsisting
between the state of North Carolina
And the other states.
under the title of
the United States of America,
Is hereby dissolved.
So, they voted as we knew they would. This rag signals our future. It is war.
Why the long face? We'll have those Yankees whipped in a month. Come on, Henry. It'll be fun, won't it, Father?
I think that this will last much longer than a month. I do not want this war, nor do I want you boys to go off. But I know that North Carolina will not fight against our countrymen.
this day has been too long coming. The Southern boys, why they will make short work of this fight.
Daddy, are you and Uncle Toby going to war together?
Of course we'll be together.
It will be good for you to look out for each other and to come back together too.
I want Daddy and Uncle Henry to go to war together too.
And so it shall be, sweet niece. Though I'd rather stay here and tend to the crops than fight for a property we don't even own. Oh, hey there, what's all this?
Daddy, we're doing our part for the war effort. You'll need new socks, and I don't want you to get hurt.
And these socks surely will keep me from all harm. Thanks, sweetheart.
She's knitting some for Uncle Toby too.
Good, good.
Did you hear? We whooped the Yankees good at Bethel. This war will be over before long. Come on, Henry, we better go if we want to leave the fields in good shape.
Well, of course, it is bad enough to fight a war for somebody else. To leave our homes in disarray too. Thanks again, sweetheart.
Dear husband, oh how we miss you here, and pray for your and Henry's safety too. The corn and beans grow well, and we have meat, but no more sugar. Annabelle has been ill with fever. Write when you can. I'm sending a blanket with this for you. Your Shelby.
Hey, brother. What was that you told me? We'd be home in a month?
Didn't reckon on the Yanks putting up such a hard fight, now did you? Besides, it's hard to fight with no food, or even boots. Dear Shelby, we survived an awful fight at Chancellorsville on Sunday. Must be charmed if we can survive that. And the Yankees been run over the river again. Our cause is just, dear wife, It is just. I'll send some money when I get paid. My love to you and all.
What are we going to do, Shelby? We're about out of food and those blasted speculators, they won't sell us anything.
Not that we have any money to buy anything.
We should go help ourselves at those speculator stores.
Listen to you acting all grown up. You know we can't take stuff that isn't ours.
And we don't have anything left to send to Daddy.
Do you reckon Daddy and Uncle Henry are hungry too?
I hope not. Dearest Henry, come home, Henry, come home. The government and soldiers from all sides have taken everything we have. Come home, please, we need you. And I love you. Your Mary.
Dear Shelby, I don't know how to tell you. Henry was killed. Man after man shot down. Henry, he was with me and then gone. Just gone. I buried him here. There are too many buried here. He has letters and his things. I have to get them to Mary. I can't get leave to come, but we'll slip away tomorrow. The army will take time to recover from this hell, this Gettysburg. We have to win this thing. Now, for Henry. With deepest affection, Toby.
Oh, Mary, we are sorry. So very sorry. Soon you will have Henry's things.
Yes. Daddy's letter said he would get home to us quick.
We are going to miss Uncle Henry so. I loved how he would sing to us and
dance with me like I was a grown-up lady.
I'm gonna enlist, Mama. I'm gonna kill every Latchini for taking our dad.
No, Campbell. We'll lose you too.
Now, I know you're angry, but there's no sense in causing more grief to your mama. You're needed here. Besides, your daddy didn't even want this war.
I don't know that I want this war anymore either.
And let this be a sign to all who desert our cause.
April 9th, 1865.
Confederate General Lee surrenders.
To Union General Grant at Appomattox.
April 13th, 1865.
Union General Sherman occupies Raleigh.
After the capital city is surrendered.
April 14th, 1865.
President Abraham Lincoln dies after being shot.
by John Wilkes Booth.
April 26, 1865.
Confederate General Johnson surrenders.
To Union General Sherman at Bennett Place in North Carolina.
Second Lieutenant George Round, Army Signal Corps, fires colored rockets to inform Sherman of the surrender. His message? Peace on earth, goodwill to men. A celebration on the Capitol grounds commences.
It's like yesterday we were celebrating the start of war.
And now we're celebrating the loss of that war?
We celebrate the end of the war.
We have given our solemn obligation not to take up arms against
the government of the United States
until properly released from this obligation,
and are permitted to return to our home, not to be disturbed
By the United States authorities.
So long as we observe this obligation and
obey the laws in force where we may reside.
We were lined up and stacked our guns in a field and left them there.